بسم الله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي رب يسر ولا تعسر وتمم بالخير. قال النبي صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم الدعاء هو العبادة. Supplication itself is the worship. So that's why today we started our lesson with the supplication, which is Rabbi Yassir, and the word Yassir, وَلَقَدْ يَسَّرْنَا. Yassir, the same word here, but here we are using it to make dua. Rabbi Yassir, وَلَا تُعَسِّرْ وَتَمِّمْ بِالْخَيْرِ. Two things when we start learning Quran and learning the Arabic language, two things are very, very important. The intention, the pure intention, sincere effort, and sincere du'as to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, supplications to help us to learn, understand, and inshallah teach Quran, understand it, learn it, and teach it to the others. So in today's lesson, we will learn about the Arabic alphabet. In Arabic, they are called Huruf al-Hija, the Arabic alphabet. They are 28 in number, and they are basically called the construction letters. They are basically used to construct letters. That's why they are called Huruf al-Hija. Basically, there are two types of letters in Arabic language. The ones, Huruf al-Hija, they are the construction letters, and they do not have any meaning by themselves. We have in English language A, B, C, D, they do not have any meaning by themselves. But when we say this is a book, this is a book, so a equals 1. Similarly, there are some letters from these letters and they have their own meaning, and they are called huruf jarrah, the prepositions in Arabic language. We are not going to learn about the prepositions or huruf jarrah today. Today we will focus on huruf al-hija, the construction letters, and when we put these letters together in one word, and the meaningful combination of the letters makes it a word. Let's see how to pronounce these letters. It is very, very important to pronounce them properly. And it is a bit challenging, but if we try and if we try to learn them, inshallah, they will be easier for us. So the first letter is Alif, Ba, Ta, Tha, Jim, Ha, Kha, Dal, Dal, Ra, Za, Sin, Shin, Sad, Dad, Ta, Dha, Ain, Ghain, Fa, Qaf, Kaf, Lam, Mim, Noon, Waw, Ha, and Ya. So these are basically 28 letters that are used in Arabic language. There is one which is called Hamza. Okay, now there are some grammarians, or there are some who say that Arabic has 28 letters and they don't count Hamza as part of the letters, and some of them they say that there are 29 because they consider Hamza as part of the Arabic letters. But normally it is not the part of the Arabic letters, because if we see here, for example, this is Alif, but whenever we put Hamza on it, or whenever we put Hamza under it, then we do not pronounce it, or we do not read it as Alif anymore, then it is considered and it is read as Hamza. Similarly, if there is like any Fatha or Dhamma, there is Fatha, Kasra and Dhamma on it, or even if there is Sukoon on it, it is also considered as Hamza. So Hamza has its own shape and it is written like this, and sometimes there is Fatha on it, and there is sometimes Kasra on it, and there is sometimes Dhamma on it. So when there is Alif and it carries let's say Hamza on it, or Hamza beneath or under it, Similarly, if there is fatha or kasra or dhamma or sakin, then we do not read it as, or we do not say that this is alif, it becomes hamza. So that's why it is not considered as, by some of the people or some of the grammarians, they said that there are 28 letters, and if we consider hamza in the letters, then they become 29. So these are our letters for today, and this is our lesson number 2. In our lesson number 1, we learned about the vowels, about the harakat, and I'm sure that you remember them, like we learned about fatha, dhamma, kasra, and then we learned about sukoon and tashdid. So I strongly recommend that please try to follow up closely with all the lessons. And there is a small tip. I would say that if we can learn 1 point on a daily basis, just 1 or 2 things on a daily basis, and if we try to master it, inshallah by the end of like 20, 30 or 40 lessons, we will have a good number of points, and then we can, based on those points, it will be very easy for us to learn the language. So please make sure that whatever lessons you learn, you master them, especially these letters. If you memorize these letters and learn them by heart, inshallah, learning the Arabic language will be much easier for us. I pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make learning easier for us. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika, ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.